All right, I think we can go ahead and get started with today's newsroom visit. So, first of all, welcome everyone. Thank you for being here with us today. My name is Ryan Powell, the head of innovation and media business at the International Press Institute. The International Press Institute is a global network of editors, journalists, and publishers committed to press freedom and independent journalism. We have two main areas of focus, one of which is our press freedom work, which monitors and draws public attention to the legal, physical, digital threats facing journalists around the world, while our independent journalism support work provides solutions to some of the most pressing, relevant challenges that also dictate our future of the industry. Specifically in the media innovation department, which hosts these conversations, we design and develop programs that support new ideas and experimentation that really double down on the fundamentals to ensure that independent media remain resilient to disruptions while also charting their own future. We provide infrastructure from funding, training, and advisory support through our accelerator model, and ultimately also build community and peer networks of innovators from around the world working in this industry. Much of these activities do depend on this community, sharing experiences and seeking inspiration from wherever is possible inside and outside the industry. And that's why we've developed this series of virtual newsroom visits. The idea is to create space for innovative, independent projects to tell their story to an audience of media builders from around the world. It brings you an inside look into how your peer media around the globe are managed, how they grow, the technology they use, how they navigate crises, and much more. In the past, we've visited newsrooms from India, Lebanon, South Africa, El Salvador, Ecuador, Norway, and more. And it's ultimately a unique chance to hear from the whole team and to offer kind of multiple dimensions of the story of what it takes to build your organization. Today, we're privileged to be visiting Unread. This is a Mongolian broadcasting and digital media company, which really has baked into its DNA a habit for innovation, and particularly a focus on reaching younger demographics with relatable storytelling methods. Founded in 2015, and more recently in 2021, they've shifted their approach into broadcast media, and they'll talk a little bit about that today with the launch of their TenGer TV. And they offer one of the top news programs in the country and have organized its first debate. Now they're making newspapers cool again, using AI to speed up the process with its really kind of multi-platform evolution. And in 2024, they launched a weekly newspaper, both in Mongolian and English, and it has quickly become one of Mongolia's most widely circulated newspapers. So we're really excited to hear from the team today. We have the privilege of hearing from Undral, their CEO, and Tushik, their editor-in-chief. But maybe before we get into the conversation, a quick set of instructions. If you have questions, you're more than welcome to add them to the chat. You can find that on the right side of the Zoom screen. And the team will speak for about 45 minutes, and then we'll open up a question and answer session where you can ask anything about what they've built, how they built it, strategy, technology behind it, editorial approach as well. The presentation itself will be recorded, and we will put it back on our website thereafter. So without further ado, I would hand over today's conversation now to Undral. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, thank you for very kind introduction. The privilege is ours, and we are so honored to have this opportunity. And greetings from Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, the coldest capital city in the world, with feeling of minus 30 Celsius. And one of the, I think, heaviest traffic jams in Asia. So, yeah, grateful to have this opportunity and talk about Unread, about our team, our operation, our products, and along with Tushik, our editor-in-chief, we will do our best. So let's start the slide. Yeah, so this is our team. We are a really young team. I think our average age is, I don't know the exact number, but it's certainly Gen Z. So I think we are a Gen Z newsroom, and with lots of young talents who are really passionate about the good and quality journalism. And I will tell a little bit about Mongolia, because I think when you heard about that other countries and then adding Mongolia, where is Mongolia and what is Mongolia? So I think you are familiar with Genghis Khan and the Mongolian Empire. I'm not sure if it's good, if it's good, give you a good or bad impression, but we are all about Genghis Khan. If you visit Mongolia, it's everything is Genghis. So, but recently that we have another topic that we can talk about our foreign friends, international guests. It's Netflix show. I think Physical Asia and the Team Mongolia is one of the few bright spots that we have in this year. So I'm certainly really glad to put this picture to the slide. So yeah, that's us. And more detailed info, we are sandwiched between very big two countries, Russia and China. If you want to find us from the map, it's just between Russia and China. So, if you, as you can see, it's a press freedom index map. We are a little bit brighter, although it's called difficult. We think our press freedom is triple plus. We have 3.5 million people, huge landscape, but we have more than 100 TV stations and more than 500 websites. I don't know how many influencers we have and how many Facebook pages we have, but it seems a lot. So our press freedom is, I think, one of our very few things that we can be proud of. And also lots of experts and researchers called us the oasis of democracy in the region. As you can see, the autocracy and dictators are dominating our region, but we have very proud of our democratic transition and parliamentary election. So that's us. And Unread, little background about Unread. We started we define ourselves as a hybrid media company. Our vision is empowering the next generation through storytelling and experiences. We not only exist on the digital sphere, we also have events and experience part in our organization. Launched in 2015. We got our name inspired by email. I think we all have that trauma on the unread emails, and I think it would be the most familiar tech Slack on everyone. So we name ourselves Unread. So it's just like very important emails that you can receive from your inbox. We think and start one article per day. So we have a strong focus on tech, business, and personal growth, dedicate all contents to the young professionals and younger generation. And we have three main pillars in our organization: the content part, and experience and events part, and the community part. And we think each and every part is leveraging and aligning with our vision and goals. And our main platform is Unread Today. You can type www.unread.today. And in 10 years ago, having a .today domain was really weird and very new. But we did that anyway. So we define ourselves as daily reads for those who dare to be creative, dares to be different, and having some brand contents since then. And also we have our multimedia projects. We have our annual list on most the best offices in the city, the top change makers in the country, most influential professionals in the marketing and tech and kind of things. So we really wanted to inspire and connect and elevate our brightest talents and organizations through our contents. Also, we have our signature events. We have Unplug, which is our main event, end of the year event since 2016, and we have our tech community event and our also community events. We called it our community events. We have our media show, we have a talent summit, we have the data summit. So we think community is at the heart of our operation, and we really wanted to create meaningful conversations and gatherings among them. So it's not only impactful contents and media, also the physical gatherings and events. And yeah, so those are some pictures of for. But then in 2021, we made the bold decision. While everyone in the media was trying to figure out how to make a digital transformation, we did the opposite. At that time, we considered as one of the most progressive media companies in the country, but we made the reverse transformation, meaning we did the digital to traditional shift. How? Let me tell you how. It's first we launched TV. So this is a new screenshot of that about our first ever acquisition in our history. So we acquired the TV station called WeTV and rebranded into the TenGer TV. So we think we need more reach. We need more scope on our agenda. We really believe that we have a very good editorial team, and our progressive agenda was good enough to reach certain segments, certain communities. And I think obvious choice was a TV. And I think you might not be familiar with the Mongolian industry, but in Mongolia, TV is still the most influential platform to receive and inform in any topic. So we launched it in 2022 with the vision to restore the public trust, because I think the lack of trust between each and every stakeholder was the main barrier for our progress as a society, and we wanted to create some bridge between those stakeholders through some quality contents and news. So it's a nationwide free-to-air news broadcaster, and we always put the progressive agenda, such as the climate and pro-business and tech sites. And right now we are so proud that we already have become the most trusted newsroom in the country. If you wanted to hear anything about the politics or something about the protest that Gen Zs are starting, and every government collapse and the new development in the politics, people prefer TenGer TV's news to get informed. And in last year, as Ryan briefly mentioned, we organized the first ever election debate by the private TV station in 32 years of our history. And in I don't know why 9 election cycles and more than 100 TV stations, no one was there to do that. But, we did that and have some really positive and good feedbacks from the audience. And I think this is really the biggest achievement that we have as a TV. And apart from the TV station, so those are the contents. It's all about the news, and we cover everything from the general affairs to the international news. Okay, so, and apart from the TV station, we also launched a newspaper. We decided to hardcore analog. So not only TV station. In 2024 we launched our weekly newspaper. So just like the other newsrooms, we witnessed the decrease in our readers in digital sphere in our website. So we wanted to promote reading. So we wanted to make reading great again. So with the motto of global news and local view, we targeting Gen Zs and young readers, and wanted to position newspaper as part of their every life. And now after 70 editions, and so this is our latest edition. Yeah, it just published yesterday, like this. And I think it's a global context that everyone in the media is, I think, recognizing that. Is now we have more than 10,000 weekly print with more than 200 distribution points. It's free, and everyone can read from their closest coffee shops and offices and public spaces. And not only in Mongolian, you can read it in English. So I think one thing that we are really proud of is our design. We are, I think Tushik will talk about it later. And we wanted to create something relevant to the younger readers, and trying to attract their interest and attention to the print newspaper. So the goal, it's same with the TV. We have lots of interesting and great things are happening around us, and we wanted to let our readers know about them. So we wanted to give them and provide them quality readings, and wanted to promote it. So now I think it's very common routine that younger people went to the coffee shop and get the newspaper and get the coffee, and then create some story on their Instagram or some, I don't know if it's TikTok or something, but social media. Yep. So, and we didn't want to stop. We started publishing, and newspaper was not enough, obviously, for our team, especially for our editor-in-chief, and he started publishing books. So it's a new arm called Unread Books, and obviously we have a good fit. Starting from our name, it's like Unread Books is a very good name. So we started publishing regional stories from young authors, wanted to support young publishers and ecosystem, and we started publishing magazines, some book series based on our interviews, and work with some political parties to promote political education among the youngsters, and wanted to the thing is that we wanted to create something regional. In Mongolia, lack of original contents, lack of regional stories is the problem. We have everything that you can find from the Amazon in English or in a Mongolian translation version, but we need our stories told by our local people, local authors, local editorial teams and newsrooms. So we wanted to promote reading habit among the next generation. Just like our goal as empowering the next generation. So in 2015, we published 4 books. And I think certainly much more coming in next year. So the question is why we went analog, why we went back to the traditional media. So I can give you 3 reasons. The first one is I think it's a challenge that every newsrooms face. We needed revenue diversification, because we wanted to be independent. We wanted to be, have a sustainable operation, and we wanted to survive. So, this is our 4 main core principles. We consider content as a partnership business. We always treat our partners and our clients as our collaborator, and we wanted to seek longer-term partnership. We wanted to create something meaningful and valuable in the longer term. So, as I mentioned, we have a strong focus on startup community. We were the only, media that promotes 2 months old startups and less than 100 users, customer with the customers' apps, and we wanted to grow with them. So when they, have some success and accomplishments and having a good investment and support, in return they are getting back to our business, and they I think it's a win-win situation and two-way partnership, and we consider our content business as a partnership business. And for the event, we think it's a loyalty business, and we always think about the quality of our events and experiences, not only pursuing the number of the tickets that we sell. We wanted to sell the experiences. So in that case, one visitor wanted to come back for our next event. So I think loyalty and partnership is in the client and customer meaning is really essential for our operation. And for that transformation, we think TV is a trust business, and I think we need we means the society and the audience and community needs some trust especially in their news they're receiving. So I think we wanted to be their most trusted source, trusted friend, trusted colleague, and wanted to deliver the news in their own language that they really can relate, and they really can be relevant. So we wanted to build the trust. And if you ask me what is the biggest accomplishment that TenGer TV has in last 4 years, with my answer is obvious. We have a lot of trust from our community, and with that trust, I think we can move forward with our team for the next steps as a media company. And we consider newspaper as a distribution business. I think that is the key, that how we are surviving in this harsh environment of our print industry. It's just like the other countries. The daily newspapers and the other print newspapers are witnessing the severe decrease in the subscribers and then the sales. But we wanted to change that, and we chose very radical business model as a free business model. We hugely dependent on the advertisers, but we believe in our quality of our content. And plus, we believe in our distribution advantage. Our competitive advantage becomes not only content, also our distribution ports. So with the collaboration with the Mongol Post, we are now delivering the newspapers into all across the country. You see, Mongolia is a huge country, but in 24 to 36 hours, we delivered all the newspapers into every region of the country. So I think distribution is the key, that how we are attracting our advertisers and clients, and having a chance to grow with different new titles, for example, English. So I think it's the key that we consider all those each of our operation has the different meaning of business models and revenue sources. So that's how we are surviving. And second, we are a community-driven media. So community is heart of our operation. So we really treat our segmentation very carefully and wanted to reach those communities with care and love. So, for example, for our website was for the professionals still there. So we don't we still don't write about the politics and every K-pop news and every Gen Z politics news to our website, because we really respect our loyal readers in our platform. But we need to report those political developments and K-pops and everything to others. So we chose different platforms. For example, TV is for the mass audience with economic and political news, and newspaper is for the young adults who wanted to get some inspiration and motivation, and events for some niche communities. For example, we created talent summit for the HR community that wanted to attract talents through our networks. And books, of course, we wanted to reach serious readers who can become our next loyal communities. So, and in that sense, we don't want to produce mass contents and aiming for the mass reach. We wanted to put every different products into the different segmentation. So, in that sense, we can show how appreciate people and how grateful for our community is for us. And third one is we love experimentation, and I think it's our DNA. I think we have more failed projects than the things that I mentioned in every year, in our team gatherings and over some of the events. We always talk about the new projects and upcoming exciting new developments. And then we failed, but we never stopped failing. And once we started master's program for the innovation, and once we started even co-working spaces with the city government, and we had a short video website in 10 years ago. I don't know some of them, but we still wanted to maintain our DNA as a media company. And now we are with our newspaper, which we wanted to try something really meaningful for our community and embracing the new technologies. And now our team is working on the digital subscription and media tech and multimedia projects, and obviously AI with our in-house tech team. And although our print newspaper is free, we wanted to sell the digital transformation. I don't know if it works or not, but if you wanted to read on our laptop or phone, you need to pay. I think that is the message. But if you wanted to get some newspaper, you can get free. So I think we wanted to change the dynamics and wanted to give them another options. And for the media tech, I think we have a lots of opportunities. Thanks for all those great products and tools that we have available through different projects. And we wanted to be innovative. We wanted to be creative as much as possible. And I think the reason why we made some decisions to transit into the tradition, as well as how we survive in 10 years is our DNA of experimentation. So I think Pushift will continue to see how we are working on the newspaper and some cool tools.
All right, thank you so much. I'm going to take it from here. So when it comes to newspaper, from the first day, we had this mindset in our mind. So we're going to put efficiency first, and then we're going to try to find the odd way of making newspapers. Otherwise, we're just going to become one of the cases of newspaper closing. So we wanted to try a very different approach to newspaper. So it all started in 2022 for our signature event, Unplug. We did this newspaper. So this newspaper had the event agenda, key speakers, and information about our partnership and everything. So in the past, when people come to events, they look up the agenda on the phone or on their laptops, but we try to unplug them from the screen. So we printed all that on newspaper. And then a lot of young people come to the event, and then they said that it was the very first time, smelling, touching, reading newspaper since their childhood, because newspaper has been, this kind of like a dead platform for at least a decade in Mongolia. So based on that experience, we wanted to experiment with the another newspaper. So it was in 2024. We did this newspaper for Lunar New Year, which is a big holiday in Asian cultures. So this is a 16-page tabloid format. So we put everything about the upcoming holiday in this special issue, and then we printed 1,000 of them, and then we distributed them to our partner coffee shops in downtown Mongolia. And then a lot of people, we had this, we were not sure about how it's going to turn out, but a lot of people were not able to grab issue. So if you can see, there's this comment that says, only if I could get the one issue from the newspaper. So, there was this lot of hype and a lot of demand for more newspapers. So in September of 2024, we had this crazy idea of doing weekly newspaper in Mongolian. So we, from the first day, as I mentioned before, we wanted to do things differently. So first of all, our team, we don't have much experience working in the traditional newspapers, and also we are not newspaper readers ourselves. So we wanted to do a newspaper that we would read. So we don't know much about these traditional or the rules of newspaper making. So we just wanted to do a newspaper that is appealing and interesting enough for us to put that on our personal Instagram stories. So to do that, we had these two solutions. The first one was choosing a right platform. So in a traditional publishing business, a lot of publishing takes a lot of time and effort and a lot of people. So we chose Figma as our main platform to do the newspaper, because on Figma, basically everyone is a designer. So our designers created the main templates for the newspaper for every page. And then our journalists, writers, and editors got the access into the Figma. And then in the normal days, we have 3 to 4 designers, but on the newspaper making days, we have over 10 designers working on the newspaper. So we do newspapers in a very short amount of time compared to other companies, thanks to our design innovations. So as you can see, this is the main layout for our newspaper. We have 16 pages, 4 color, 12 black and white. It's a tabloid format. And from the design wise, we take a lot of inspiration from the social media, TikToks, and everything that the young people today are consuming, because the habits are always there. So for example, for our news section, we didn't want to go with the traditional a long format. We tried to copy from social media feeds and then try to put many different news in one page as much as possible. And then also, for example, this is one of our very small but a very time-saving tricks. For example, when we try to update the weather or the stock price, we just sync with the Google Sheets, so it's automated from there every single week. So no one has to copy paste these numbers manually in newspaper making day. So with all these small steps, we are trying to now fully transition into Figma AI. So we wanted to have as much time as possible on creating the great content, not just designing and putting things on the page, so that our free newspaper is not this always have this great value to the readers. So in speaking of AI, our next great solution comes to play which is of course ChatGPT. So since they announced the custom GPTs, we've been experimenting with the custom GPTs for many different projects. And one of the main use that we use every single day is that we work with the image generation model and custom GPT. So basically, our custom GPT knows our design taste. So, I forgot to mention this, but our newspaper always have this full page illustration that is originally made in our editorial team. So every week, if we run out of ideas, we just put these prompts and into our custom GPTs, and then they turn that into an image, and we take an inspiration from this one, and then create a final illustration. But and then also when working with the partners, in before GPTs, we had to draw them manually to show the sketch, but now we can just show the prototype before drawing. So it saves a ton of amount of time every single week. And one of the best things that happened because of the custom GPTs and AI is that we were able to do a newspaper in English. So like we have a team of 10, 12 full-time workers. So doing a weekly Mongolian newspaper is on top of every other content is a very big task for us. But and then without AI, we can't even imagine doing another newspaper weekly, which is in English, which is not our, of course, native language. So it's going to take a lot of time. But thanks to AI and our 10 years of writing on online, we were able to train the custom GPT to become almost like one of us. So this is our English newspaper. So I screenshot some pages from this, and this one is our most recent issues. Netflix versus Paramount, and then also this one is also the middle color page from our recent issue. We did this one on the device of Mango. So we this is, as you can see, our content wise and also design wise, we are trying to keep up with the big major companies in the world. So, and before doing English newspapers, we were only doing this in Mongolian, and then we were not able to directly compare ourselves with the big companies because we were creating content in different languages. But thanks to our custom GPT, we are now able to write and create in the same language, so we can really test our skills in terms of that. And then another one is that this is also a screenshot from newspaper.mn. So as Ondak mentioned before, we've been experimenting with a digital subscription. So if you are not able to grab a paper copy of our newspaper, you can go to our website and then subscribe for our online version. So yeah, I think this was the end of my slide, and we are ready for Q&As.
Awesome. Thank you so much to Shikden Undra, and a hopefully exciting and rested start into the new year. So yeah, thanks everyone for being here, for your patience, and have a great rest of your day.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.